Yo, it is me, not the usual guy, not playing anything. For the first time, actually not playing anything. I need to fill in, and I low-key forgot that I had to fill in until about way too late into today. Therefore, I'm doing something quick. I've been fiending Rivals for the last couple of days. So we're just gonna make a little tier list about how these guys make me feel. We're just gonna add an F tier because F tier is funny. I'm actually a lobotomite. I take it back. All right. I am terrible at this. All right. So we're just gonna go through these real quick. I plan to make it like a 10-minute video. I'm just gonna go through all of them. I don't even know. This feels very. There feels like there's some missing, but I also don't care. No, I don't think there's one missing. I don't know, but there might be one missing on this. I just stole this, if you could not tell. I mean, made it myself. I was up and I made it myself, and I was up all night and I was working on it. Adam Warlock. I think he's like B tier. I don't know, A tier. He's a great healer, but he can only really heal like amazing when he has Soulbound. And Soulbound's just really good in general. His ult is very good, especially if you know how to use it, which is not in the direct middle of point, because how it works is you place on the conduit, and then anyone within Adam's Warlock's range for the next 10 seconds that's dead gets revived at the point. So you should not be just like placing it on the point, because everyone spawns at such low HP they're just gonna fucking die. But good Adam Warlock players do be cooking. Black Panther, you just like mashing the dash button. I'm gonna be real with you. Black Panther man thinks they're really cool for hitting one Vibranium Spear then mashing shift. But if you just stun them, literally have more than, like, don't be isolated or, like, anything. Actually, no, he's better than that. If good Black Panthers know what they're doing. But, like, most Black Panthers are lobotomites that like hitting one spear, then dashing again, having no mobility and dying. They're fiends. Captain America C tier. I'm gonna be dead serious. Captain America is he's a good tank at keeping himself alive, not very good at supporting his team, and not very good at dealing damage. He is there to absorb damage, and he could probably do it the best, besides for anyone, almost like the best. I think he's the best just like taking damage and being fine, but he also hits like a squeaky toy, and I'm not about that. Strange is S tier. He is. Why? He's a tank that does almost as much damage as a DPS, and then when he gets that like build up, even if it's like half, he could just delete a squishy that tries to get close to him. And then that ult, oh my lord, that ult, it's just a free team wipe if anyone gets close, because they're just stunned for 5 seconds. It stuns people on ults. It's very good. Strange is very good. All the portal crap you can do. I'm gonna say Groot's A tier. Groot thrives off the walls, which is, it makes him very, very awesome sauce. Because he can do a lot of damage with the walls, and people don't really shoot the walls. But if people shoot the walls not that good, the only reason I put him here, not B, because he relies so much off the walls, is the fact that Rocket or Jeff can just ride on his head and he's effectively unkillable, which is very fun. Hela's also an S tier. Hela is crazy. Unfortunately, the two types of people that play Hela are either like gonna head tap you from across the entire map or gonna suck. I'm gonna be completely honest. Hela's moves are not that good. Like her right click, you only use that on tanks. Her shift is just like mobility, but it's pretty crappy mobility. But the primary fire is so good, it like it negates everything else bad about her. Hulk's like B tier. I love Hulk, but he's a pure melee tank, which is not the greatest, because the two ways you're gonna wind up getting kills are like people can just back away from Hulk, and even though Hulk can chase after them really well, just because he doesn't do the greatest damage, he will usually just get diddled on trying to overthirst for a kill. And also they need you always need to be with your team to be able to apply Gamma Shield and just like support them in general and like be the tank. But in order for Hulk to do anything besides sit there and tank damage, he needs to get up in their face, which is not very good for a tank. Obviously, there's some healers that can deal with this. Like if Cloak and Dagger wants to throw a bubble on you or, some other things, that works. But I just don't feel like he can't do it as good as Strange. He can't tank and be as... But he's still good. Iron Man, I don't know. Because Iron Man, higher level lobbies sucks ass. Lower level lobbies, it depends because, like, if there's a Hela, you're getting countered. If there's, like, Hawkeye, Black Widow, you're cooked. But if there's, like, not anyone with the greatest, like, unless it's, like, all melees, people that know how to use their projectiles will usually just be able to kill you because your damage is not that great, even with the beam. The beam does crazy damage, but it doesn't do that crazy a damage to the point where it's like, oh, you're just dead, where, Hawkeye, Black Widow can just, you're done. Jeff the Shark, I want to stomp his face. I'm an avid Jeff the Shark hater, but he is... I think in terms of healing, he's like C, but in terms of like everything, he's a B. Because, actually, not A. Because Jeff the Shark does alright healing. He's not as good as like some other people on this list that I think. But the combination of the okay heals with the bubbles are very good, but like the beam's like eh. But it's really the combination of the fact he gets a good damaging right click and the swim. The swim is so annoying because it makes him a very tanky healer, especially the thing that his passive that lowers headshot damage, which is not that crazy. I think it's very fair because the way Jeff's built, if you're facing him, you're basically gonna get a headshot. His face is just staring right at you. So I think it's fine, but it also does make him a bit more tanky, which is kind of crazy. He's very survivable, but he's not the greatest healer, and that ult is dumb. Loki, I want to glaze Loki and put him S tier, but realistically he's A. Loki does crazy healing, but if people are just always trying, if like somebody that does crazy DPS is just always trying to hit your clones, you're not gonna be able to do much. He does have the invis, so he's very hard to kill, but even then, if anyone that's melee will still very much diddle him, unless he just places down the thing is, Loki can almost always get out of a situation if he's willing to use the field, but there's so many situations where you're just not going to have the healing field because it has such a long cooldown. But his ult is very funny. So, you know what? Pure glaze because I play him when I play support, that's S tier. Thor, I've never touched Thor a day in my life, and all I know is that Thor is like, until you pop that transformation, then he comes good. Oh, so that's all I have to say about Thor. Yeah, no, there's nothing else to say about this. She does some of the best healing, just in general. She is also that stupid stun that stuns you for 5 seconds, just can't do anything about it until somebody hits you, so they can like leave you alone if they know what they're doing. She skates around like a crazy person, so you just can't catch her ever because she moves so fast when she's skating. And then the ultimate, which of course, why wouldn't we have an ultimate that is just you cannot kill anyone in that circle for 12 seconds? It's probably the best ult in the game because it doesn't matter what kind of DPS is getting thrown out there, unless it's one clean hit that would kill them, they're gonna be fine as long as they're in your circle. Magic's A tier. I see a lot of Magic players that are lobotomites though. Magic they see their dash that gives them iframes, and they just go dash into the big swarm of people, do the Eldritch Whirl, then do it again, then try to dash back and get murdered because you're in the middle of a whole team and you did about 100 damage to all of them, which works, but it doesn't work well. You should still be trying to play them as more of a, like, you know, how you play most melee characters. But that dash is very nice, so I think it's just you always want to keep one dash to get out. But Magic's just love to use that because the moves it gives, they just use it so offensively and it dies. And then Dark Child's just broken. Dark Child is just stupid. It's not undealable stupid, but it's very good. Magneto, I have not touched Mr. Magneto here, so I would have no clue. From what I've seen of him, he seems pretty good. I don't know though. If you're a Magneto main and you see this, don't get mad at me about this one. I have literally no clue how Magneto works. Mantis is just like everything. She wants to be Luna Snow so bad, but she's not. Like, she wants to be Luna Snow so bad, but she's just not Luna Snow. By the way, don't worry about, like, the order that these are in. They mean nothing. I'm just putting them at the end. But Mantis is just what Luna Snow wants to be. Her stun's slightly better because... no, other way around. Mantis wants to be Luna Snow so bad. Because her stun's a bit better than Luna, but in terms of healing, Luna's better. I mean, the damage boost is very nice, but also it's a lot of resource management, which a lot of people can't do. And then the ult is just, sure, everyone gets to be a lot of health for a bit, but Luna Snow is just, you guys are immortal for 12 seconds. So it's kind of just worse Luna. These two on healer, though, are a dream team, and because, like, she does good healing over time, Luna does good insta healing, so it's pretty crazy. Moon Knight depends. It is literally just, will they shoot your Ankh, yes or no? If yes, you suck. If no, you win. Because he does so much damage with Ankh, or if just people cluster up, and it's really just to make sure people don't cluster up. And if people do cluster up, you just start winning. So, like, on payloads, he's very good, but he's not that great all the time. Namor, Namor's, I don't see it. I'll be real, I don't see it. I don't know. I don't see the Namor picks, because the octopus don't do that much damage. They just die so fast. Yeah, no, I don't see the Namor. I don't. He might be good. I know his primary fire is very good. It does a lot, but if you're gonna just go primary fire, just do Hela. And because, like, I've never once ever, like, taken any real damage from an octopus. I've never once been like, oh boy, Namor is gonna come after me. His pocket iframes are stupid because they put him up in the air. It's like, oh yes, I can't wait to be invincible, but now I'm like, if somebody's jumping you, like an Iron Fist or like Black Panther or something, then it's useful. But half the time when Namor's low and he would be like, the iframes would be nice, all you're doing is rising yourself in front of the enemy team so they can shoot you easier when it wears off. I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't played, like, I played like one match of Namor, and I versed a lot of Namor, and I don't think he's that threatening, but that's about all I have to say. Penny, I love Penny. I main Penny. Not by choice, but by the fact that no one plays tank, and she's a very fun tank. For pure glaze, she's S tier. Realistically, she's like A tier. It just depends. If there's like alcoves that you can hide your spider nest in, you're so back. You can also just, there's a lot of fun things you can do with Penny. For example, like stack 6 mines in a corner of the point, and then the second people start harassing you, just run to the corner of the point and they blow up. And also her stun's phenomenal. Like canceling ults, anything that stun can do, beautiful. I'm gonna go through these faster now because I have a lot less to say about most of them. Rocket, I with the team up, he's crazy, but I think in terms of healing, he doesn't do that good. The revive's nice, but in terms of healing, he's just not that good. The amplifier's crazy. Actually, he's going up to A tier. If you run Rocket with like a Luna, then you're fine. But if you're running Rocket with like Mantis, it's an issue because his healing isn't that great, but the support he provides is. Scarlet Witch is a C tier. It's your ult is so like cancelable, like it almost never works. You get a lot of iframes and the stun is annoying, but the stun's so small, and then the DPS is just not that much. It's like it's just Cloak. I think it's a little bit better than Cloak, but like that's a support, and your whole thing is doing damage, and she just cannot do that much damage. Spider-Man is like I don't know, because Spider-Man can either be like the most threatening thing in the world. I think realistically he can get up to like B tier, where Spider-Man just swings in, kills one person and leaves. But even at some point, I think at higher level, like the second somebody says, oh, I'm getting like touched by the Spider-Man, everyone will just shoot at the Spider-Man, or like Penny will stun the Spider-Man, somebody will stun them in some way, and then he's just dead. But I think a good Spider-Man can do a lot of damage, but like he's very difficult. Star-Lord, I'm putting my foot down on this one. Star-Lord C tier. They set up Star-Lord to be this character of like getting in, doing a lot of damage and dodging, which the dodges are nice, the fly is nice, that all makes sense. What is the E move doing there? Every time I've seen a Star-Lord use it, it's just a death sentence for them, unless they cancel it. They usually just use it for a second and cancel it into a dodge, which is fine. But it's just a death sentence for them, because their whole thing is moving around like a little rat and doing really good shooting DPS, and then the E is just nah. It's very strange. Storm is F tier. Like, the only benefit of playing Storm is the fact that you are in the sky buffing your team with damage, but do you know who also buffs their team with damage? Mantis. Like, you're playing a support character disguised as a DPS. Punisher's very good. The shotgun and everything on Punisher, crazy. Venom's B tier. Winter Soldier, again, is all I have to say about that. If you don't know, Winter Soldier has a pull into a punch into a stun. Not the stun. I don't know what the red orb does. I don't play Winter Soldier. And then, obviously the team up with Rocket makes him crazy because he has a 3-hit. He has a 3-shot gun, which is usually meant to like, have to reload after a while, so it does a lot of damage. But unfortunately, Rocket Raccoon says womp womp and gives him infinite ammo, which is kind of crazy. Hawkeye. It's a pen. Actually, no, Hawkeye's brain dead. Hawkeye is just like, you're just playing Sniper Elite 4, but he's very good, especially his ultimate that just lets him start shooting at after images. Psylocke, I don't know. Psylocke's like a B tier. She's annoying, but I don't feel like she can kill anybody, because usually she just gets healed, because you have to get in and out so fast, and she just can't do the same damage that other in and out characters can, like fucking like Spider-Man. Squirrel Girl does so much on her primary. If you can I've seen Squirrel Girls that could just consistently land that primary, and it's crazy. And I've also seen people that just spam it, and they're not that good. But if you can hit that like direct on, she does so much damage. Black Widow's kind of bad. Black Widow can be good, and because she doesn't have to fight at long range, she fights at mid range. The kick's really good, and then she can tether to you and shoot you while tethering. It's good. She's still very good. I just don't think I've seen anyone play her that's like to the point where that's a problem. I just have to say about Evil Diddy Iron Fist is not that good. Iron Fist players love to act like he can stick on you, but the second he goes for anyone but a support or anyone that can stun him, he's just cooked. Actually, I'll bring him up. He's better than that. I just hate on him because like usually he just gets touched. But like if you stick close to your team and you're not too far back, he really can't do much because his damage is crazy. But only if you let him hit that parry. If he whiffs that parry, he's done. I mean, he gets 4 jumps, so he's very mobile. But womp womp. Cloak and Dagger are good. Cloak and Dagger are like A tier. that ult, the pocket iframes ult's very nice. The healing bubble is beautiful. Dagger's auto aim is great for like annoying people to shoot out the sky like Iron Man. Finally, Wolverine. Realistically, Wolverine's bad. However, he's my GOAT. When I play DPS, I play Wolverine. I think the Wolverine's good. I think the biggest issue with people that are playing Wolverine is people don't understand that he is not Iron Fist. He is not he's not other melee characters where you want to like isolate a 1v1. If you isolate a 1v1 as Wolverine, you'll usually do fine. But if you're just trying to hit people in the back lines, they're just gonna turn around because he can't kill people as fast as he can kill as people like Iron Fist can kill. What you want to do with Wolverine is you want to jump down. You want to do some damage, and then the second people start shooting at you, you want to take somebody and you want to dash, and you want to dash them as far away towards your team as possible. So whether that's a tank or anybody, just bring them far away from their team so the rest of your team can just kill them. And then you're going to get heals from your healers, and then you just repeat the cycle. You're going to get kills, but it's probably not going to be your KO. It's going to be a lot of basically just like dropping off some poor innocent guy into your entire team's center formation. And that's how you play Wolverine. I love Wolverine, though. I don't think he's that good, though. But the fact that all his abilities combo into each other is also good. He does need a buff. The biggest thing I could say for a buff for him, give him 2 charges of his right click stacked. Because most of the time you're going to be using that for movement because you're a melee character, and when your only other move that's very good has like a 10-second cooldown. So if they would just give him like a stackable, like 2 stacks, you can charge up to 2 stacks with the right click, he would be able to get out of places so fast and be very nice. That's all I gotta say. This video went on for longer than I intended it to. I have to do another video, and I don't know what I'll do for that, but this is what I want to do for this, and bye.